Hi guys, this is Mr. Kirst, and I'm going to take a second here to go over the career research essay, 80-point summative that will be due next week, Monday. So I want to go over just where to find things in the Schoology folders, go over the directions for the assignment, where you can find certain information, and then going over Zello as well, because that's something you guys have all used. So first, again, there will be a folder here, just like always, for the work for the week. And in there, you will see the directions for the career research essay. And now, with the directions, okay, this is going to be a unique essay for you guys. It's one that you're going to use for your ACP presentation next year. Not necessarily that this is a career that you're going to get into for sure. Obviously, that's not the case. But just that you know how to research careers. Okay, that's what they want to know. So that's what paragraphs 1 through 3. That's what that's about. So for these first 3 paragraphs, you are looking at 3 different careers that you've looked at in the past, probably in Zello during your homerooms. Some 3 careers that you're interested in learning more about. So it says here you can use research from the BLS.gov as well. I would highly recommend using Zello. Using Zello because that's something that you guys have all used. But if the career that you are interested in is not on Zello, then BLS.gov has more options for you there. Okay. For each career, you need to find these things. Okay, the career title, obviously not hard, but then the description, the conditions, the education and training needed, employment outlook, earnings, and then related jobs. Okay, so you'll research all 3 careers, and I'm going to talk about how, if I were you, how I would go about that later on in the video. Okay, paragraphs 4 and 5. This is when, out of those 3 careers that you've thought about, you're picking one. So you're picking the one that you feel the strongest about, and you are going to synthesize details about you and your background with the things that you've researched to explain why this is the way that you would go right now. Okay, so in paragraph 4, you're going to discuss what interests you about the career, the skills that you have to make this career a good fit. Again, you'll use your research from Zello or BLS to explain why. Okay, and then in paragraph 5, discuss your traits that coincide with the work that you would be doing with this profession. Okay? Discuss specific experiences that you've had that make you feel confident that this is a place that you'll be successful. Okay? And then again, you'll back up your decision with information from the research. And then paragraph 6 is if you were going to start on this path to this career today, what steps would you have to take? Okay? And that could even be like, I'm going to get an internship right now, or I'm going to change the job that I have outside of school, or I'm going to plan with the classes that I'm taking for next year. Okay? But then, like, what kind of college would you have to go to? What kind of extra schooling would you need? What kind of internship would you need to get into? What kind of volunteer work, whatever. You have to think, what are the steps you take right now to ensure that you'd be able to get that profession? Okay. The requirements for this. Obviously, you're writing incomplete sentences, paragraphs. This is an assignment that it, as far as proofreading, it's just like any essay that you've written in class. Okay, the expectations are the same. Now, what is unique about this assignment is, like it says here in paragraphs 1 through 3, you are writing in third person. So this is research. So no I, no me, no my, no you, no you throughout the entire essay. But for paragraphs 1 through 3, this is a research essay, so you are staying in third person. Now, paragraphs 4, 5, and 6, that's completely different because you're writing about you. Okay, so it's switching to first person for these. So you are able to use all those words that I just said before, but like always, no you within the essay. But that's one very unique thing about this particular essay. Okay, complete using Google Doc. You will submit it to Turnitin, like always. 12-point font. Make sure it's double spaced. MLA format, and again, I'll have a sample essay that you can look through, so you make sure you're confident with the requirements. The schedule for the week and a day here. Tomorrow, my recommendation is that you obviously watch this video and then research your first career and then type 1 paragraph. Tuesday, research paragraphs or careers 2 and 3 and type out those 2 paragraphs. Wednesday, you're working on those synthesis paragraphs 4 and 5. Again, those will be in first person. And then Thursday, you'll complete paragraph 6 and the rough draft we do at 11:59 because on Friday then we are going to use the Turnitin peer edit. So other people look, or another person will look at your essay. You'll look at somebody else's. It'll be anonymous. And then on Monday, because it takes 24 hours to get that turned around, you'll get your essay back with the recommendations on what to change, what to fix. Fix up your essay and submit it by 11:59. Okay. All right. So that is the directions for this assignment. Now I'm going to go back into the folder for the week. I want to show you a couple of other things. So with this essay, it's similar in things that we've done before because we have had to use in-text citations. I don't expect that you guys are quoting things from Zello or from your research. You should put this stuff in your own words and then have a parenthetical citation after. Okay, so here are some examples. You can say according to, and this would be Zello, not Career Cruising, but according to Zello, hairstylists can sometimes have flexible hours but are often required to work evenings and weekends. That's put into your own words, okay? But you're telling me where you got the information from, okay? So you can either say according to at the beginning of the research information, or you can have the parenthetical citation afterwards. This portion tells you how to do a works cited page. The sample also has that. Research tips involved. Now, this is one thing I was just talking about. Take short notes. So as you are looking through Zello or BLS, don't copy, highlight, and copy paste this stuff into a document. It's going to make it impossible for you to put it in your own words. Just have a notebook out next to you or a clear doc up and type out the information into your own words, so then you can just read through it and type up the paragraphs. It'll make things a lot easier for you down the road. Okay. Remember, you still need to cite that information, but it's just going to make it a lot easier for you if you're not copying and pasting. Okay. Other reminders: proper heading, that'll be in the sample. One thing, when you type out salaries for occupations, make sure I want the 75,000 like this, not 75K or 75,000 written out. That's just a problem I've seen in the past. Works cited page, see the example above, see sample essay, and follow these rules below. Okay. All right. I am going to get into the sample essay here, and I think this is incredibly valuable for you. It's a small link, so make sure you guys take note of this. This is a sample from years before, and what I did is off to the side here, I just wrote what's good about it. So this is the way a heading should look. They did a good job putting this stuff into their own words and paraphrasing and citing this, using the numbers to put out salary, stuff like that. Okay, you can use it for just informational stuff as well. Just a reminder to you that yeah, all this is third person. First three paragraphs all going to be third person. Then when you get into the fourth paragraph, you see I, so you see first person being used here because 4, 5, and 6 is all about them. Okay. So this sample, obviously be very careful. You are not stealing anything from this, but you are using it as a guide to help you. Okay. All right. Lastly, getting into Zello. So the way that you should get into Zello here is, again, just your student login. And I'm not a student, so this will look a little bit different. But I just want to show you where you can get a lot of this information. You guys should know this already from doing this in homerooms, but I'm just covering all bases here. So I'm not a student, so I haven't filled this stuff out yet. But you guys should have probably stuff in Matchmaker, careers that you've saved options. But you should have some careers that you're interested in. Okay, I'll take a look at accountant here. So when you get into the careers, they have all this information here that you need. So job description. You have interviews here if you want to take a look at those. If the job is in high demand or not, core tasks that you'd need, workplace, what the workplace is like, the conditions, okay, earnings, the way it is in Wisconsin versus other possible states, depending on what your plans are, okay, career paths, what you have to do in order to get there, okay, at different levels of, and this is an accountant, the education and training that you need, and then the related majors. Okay. Again, I would take note of the link. maybe copy and paste it somewhere so your works cited page is nice and easy. And I would, again, take notes from this. You know what you need, so take notes from it, and then make sure that you are doing that for the first 3 careers. And then with that in mind, you're picking one to do 4, 5, and 6 for. Okay? Those are all of the things that you have in here. I also put the BLS link in here as well. Again, use that sample essay as a guide for you for everything, even the works cited page at the end, it being on its own page and the title and having alphabetical order and all of that stuff. Okay. You've got a lot of things here for you, but that doesn't mean you won't have some questions. So again, make sure you watch the video that I'm giving you right now. Make sure you look at the directions carefully. But if you have any questions, definitely let me know. All right. Thanks. Have a good week.